Hey friends, it's Katie. I want to welcome you guys to chapel today. I want to welcome the monkeys and the frogs, the tadpoles and the turtles, as well as any other friends who are watching this morning. Welcome to chapel. And if you've been in chapel with me before, you probably remember what the first thing we do when we come to chapel is. And of course, that first thing is to light our candle. So, we light our candle to remember that God is the light of our world. We use our candle to remember God during chapel. So, now that we've got our candle lit, I wanted to ask you guys today, when I saw you, to look around the big room and count as many purple things as you could find. But of course, we're not in the big room this morning, so instead I have two things. The first, I want you to look around your own house, wherever you're sitting, and count how many purple things you can find. So if you need to pause this video for a second to go and see how many you can count, feel free to do that. Count as many purple things as you can find. And the second thing was that I knew we wouldn't be able to look around the big room today, so I have some pictures from school and church, from outside and inside, of lots of purple things, so I'm going to show those to you now. I did my own little scavenger hunt to find some purple things. Now that we've been able to look at all of our purple things, I want to remember and remind us that purple is the color that we use during the time of Lent. And so purple reminds us that we are in Lent, which means we're getting ready for Easter. And Lent is the time when we're on our journey to Jerusalem. We're following Jesus along as him and his friends and followers travel to Jerusalem. And so we are on that journey too. And so today I have a story that Jesus told his friends when they were on the way to Jerusalem when he was teaching others. And we have that story today for us to read, or hear rather. So our story starts with Jesus, and he is teaching his friends about the kingdom of God. And they just don't quite understand. The people just don't quite get it. So he tells them a story. First, I have the setting of our story. It is very yellow. I wonder what it could be. Maybe it's the sun, or do you think it could be paint from an art project? Maybe it's a big yellow ball. I wonder what it could be. So Jesus was trying to teach others about what God's kingdom looked like. And he said, God's kingdom is like a mustard seed. Mustard seeds, they're so tiny. They fit smaller than your fingernail, way smaller than any seed you've ever seen. But mustard seeds grow and grow and grow. And when they grow, they turn into the biggest shrubs, the biggest bushes, and they turn into a tree. So God's kingdom is like the mustard seed. It starts out so tiny, but God plants it, and it grows, and it grows, and it grows, and it grows, until it is the biggest tree, or the biggest kingdom, and the tree has room for lots and lots and lots of birds to make nests and come and live. And so God's kingdom is like our tree, which has lots of room for birds and nests. God's kingdom has lots of room for people. He loves us all. So, now that we've heard our story, I was just thinking about a few questions. I wonder if those birds like to live in that tree. I wonder if people like to live in God's kingdom. I wonder how many birds could live in a tree like that. How many do you think could live there? I wonder how many people could live in God's kingdom. I wonder if Jesus is saying that God's kingdom is like this big tree and there's room for lots and lots of birds in the tree, then that must mean there's room for lots and lots of people in God's kingdom. So friends, I just want you to remember that there is room in God's kingdom for everyone. There's room for me, there's room for you, there's room for all of our friends. There's room for everyone in God's kingdom. How awesome is that? All right, so let's get our hands ready so that we can pray before we change the light. So put your hands like you like to when you make your body nice and calm, and repeat after me. Dear God, thank you for having room for everyone. Amen. All right, and even though we're going to change the light, I want you guys to get your pretend tools ready. Hold it nice and tight, and as we all change the light together, I want you to remember, even though we're changing it, God is still with us all the time, everywhere. When the smoke changes, when the light's gone, God is still with us all the time. All right, friends, thank you so much for coming to chapel today. I hope to see you again soon. All right, bye guys.